Now you can see here we're looking at the maintenance schedule on the 6.7 Cummins. This is a 2017 owner's manual. We're looking for transfer case information. I'm interested in the transfer case. It holds 2 quarts or slightly less. It holds a special fluid. The fluid was $70 for 2 quarts at the dealership. I would show you my receipt, but I cannot locate it. Inspect the transfer case fluid 4x4. Change for any of the following: police, taxi fleet, frequent trailer towing. So they're wanting you to change it every 24 months or 30,000 miles. I'm at 4.5 years. So I've been looking at this one. Change the transfer case fluid 4x4 at 60,000 miles. I have 15,000 miles on my truck, or 48 months. And I'm at 4.5 years. So I'm going to go ahead and change it, see what it looks like. So let's go look underneath and I'll show you how to find the name tag, and you can find out exactly what you got. And I had to do the research on what it takes. There are thousands of these transfer cases in these trucks running around with good old ATF plus 4 in them. But I read about it, and what I decided on was to stick with the original transfer case lubricant recommended by Mopar. And I forget which one of these I have. It's a 44, 46, or 47. Let's go take a look and I'll show you where to find that tag at. Your transfer case is going to be located right behind the automatic transmission. It did have a shield here. 2 bolts here and 2 here. There's the shield. Went ahead and pulled it off. No big deal there. It is a typical good looking red fluid, just like an ATF fluid. Okay, we're looking for the name tag. Okay, we're laying straight under it. It's on the right side of the front half. Let's see if you can see that right there. If that's coming into focus, I think you'll see the 44, 46. Okay, let's go back out and we'll take a look at the fluid that's going to go in it. Okay, a few pages back in the owner's manual, there's a section of fluids and lubricants and genuine parts for the 6.7 Cummins diesel engine. Here's, you can see where they recommend engine oil. But what we're interested in is the transfer case, because we don't want to open up that can of worms on engine oil. We have a very specific recommendation here on the transfer case. We recommend you use Mopar BW44-44 transfer case fluid. Okay, let's close the book. This covers 44, 45, 46, 47, and 48, and pre-2016 44, 44. So according to Mopar, we should be good to go with this fluid, transfer case lubricant. So like I said, I hate it, but I lost my receipt, so I'll just keep these containers, and I'm not going to have any problems because I only put it in 4-wheel drive every 6 months and run up and down the road a couple of miles to get the chain good and wet, the gears or whatever. This is not a transfer case fluid change video. It's going to be simple. But before you start, make sure you loosen up your fill plug first and take it off, and then drain it and put it in 2 quarts or whatever. It should hold right at 2 quarts. It's a very easy change. And if you remove the 4 bolts and take off the splash guard, it's even easier. Well, the fluid in my transfer case now from the factory is just a bright red fluid that looks just like ATF plus 4 or any automatic transmission fluid like that. Now there you go. Looks just like what's in the automatic transmission, ATF plus 4, and that's what's in the transfer case, and it all smells the same. Also, it's interesting, if you just read a little bit on the back, not recommended for use in other applications. Do not use in any transmission or transaxle. So they don't want you to use it in any of those applications. It is considered a specific fluid, and for warranty's sake, I'm still under warranty, at least for another 6 months. I'm going to go ahead and stick in what they're calling for. It's not that bad because you're not changing this every year. You change it every 4 years. What's $70 in the cost of the ownership over 4 years? Okay, this should be a better color test. This is what just came out of the transfer case. 4.5 years old. Here's brand new. There is a difference, so I'm glad I'm changing it, and it's they recommend 48 months, and I'm doing it 4.5 years, so I'm 6 months over. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and travel safe out there.